Southern California, yeah.
Born and raised on DNA, laugh and cry to what we say. We hit you with that wordplay.
4053.
What episode are we on? D, they feeling like they be zombies, all dressed in Abercrombie.
SoCal DNA coming in live, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night. COVID got you sitting inside, why not sip one and free your mind?
Cheap thrills, popping pills, stack cash, spend it fast.
Listen to all of Don's lies as Arjun act like he's surprised. It feels good. It feels good to finally be back on a Wednesday night. It feels good. Hey, how you doing this evening, man?
I am doing phenomenal, solely because you're right. We are no longer late. We are finally sort of on time, kind of, sort of. It's not exactly your 8 p.m., but ladies and gentlemen, the SoCal DNA is back live on a Wednesday night, close to the theme song. And we are so ecstatic because a lot of new things are happening in this latter part of the year. Of course, we got the vaccines rolling out. You got Pfizer pumping into many people's veins already as we speak.
And you got Moderna coming up on the nipping on the heels. And I'm still a little bit salty that I sold Moderna so early. I told you, man. Hey, yo, if you held on to it, that's 400%.
Thank you. That math is helpful.
Hey, and I'm gonna. Ooh, that's who's that? Hey.
It's a clickety click. Who's that?
That was a little fun going on right there. Hold on, let's mute that. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. These Wednesday evenings, I'm not used to recording anymore.
All good. And that's a good idea that you mentioned that. Make sure all your sources are muted.
I'm trying. I got a wife. I got a puppy.
Well, not those sources. I hope you're.
those
sources are alive and well.
All right. Oh, shit.
Your programs and stuff. But in any case, it is great, obviously, to be with you guys on this Wednesday night. I know we are kind of going through a very tough year, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. We can definitely see the vaccines rolling out, which is good news. But also, the NBA season is set to return on the 22nd of this month. So just like 6 days away. And in preparation of that, we're going to do a little bit something special for you guys. A mock draft. This is the first mock draft for fantasy basketball that Don and I are doing this season. Now, just to kind of give you guys a background, we are both, I would say, fantasy veterans. We have played for like more than a decade, I would imagine. Give or take.
I've been rocking that veteran minimum really strong. Then no one's gonna.
It's more like a veteran loan.
Yeah,
like you kind of have to.
I'm more there just for locker room cohesiveness, if anything.
Yes, you're the Marc Gasol of the Lakers. I like.
Oh,
it.
dude!
I like
did you watch any of the? You probably haven't watched any of the highlights. Marc Gasol still has a B tier passing ability. It's quite nice.
That's
quite nice.
That's all it is, just a B tier.
Because given his age and given his size,
but passing is like the thing that you don't forget, right? Out of all the skills that you have, passing you can keep doing for the rest of your career, probably, right? Like it's not jumping, it's not shooting, it's not anything else. It's just usually stationary. Right?
Working that. That pick and pop is what he does. He just like,
so
like someone pop.
I can't pivot no more.
I ain't rolling. Pop.
Oh man. So Marc Gasol, I'm happy that he's back to being on the Lakers again. If you remember, we actually drafted him a long time ago.
Sure.
And we never actually used him because we traded him for his brother Pau Gasol, who also happens to be rumored to be coming down to the Lakers. And I think it'd be awesome to see the Gasol brothers reunited. They were together on Team España, and now they can come back together on the Lakers. And sure, they're both way past their primes, but I'm always a sucker for veteran players coming back to the Lakers, whether it's those two brothers or maybe even somebody like a Vince Carter, right? How sick would that be, coming out of retirement, joining the Lakers for a chip? I think those kind of situations are always fun.
Yeah, but seeing Vince on the analyst table is pretty nice. It suits him well, quite literally.
And speaking of which, I saw a blurb today that Dwayne Wade has officially joined the TNT crew as a permanent contributor.
Oh, that's
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Wait.
I think
No, wait. Whose spot is he taking? Or he's not joining the Shaq and Chuck show, is he?
I have no idea exactly what format he's going to be part of, but I think he just signed on to TNT. Like before, I think he was like kind of
Kind of like a special guest.
Yeah, like a special guest every now and then, on the Tuesday night shows that nobody watches, I guess. But now he may be going on Thursdays, which is great. So fantastic, good for him. I think he's one of those personalities that can basically bridge the gap between the old school fans like us and the newer school fans that are getting into the Stephen Currys of the world and the D'Angelo Russells. I don't know why you would, but
underrated. He's underrated, man. Underrated, like the Cats of the world,
Oh, come on. Karl Anthony Towns, he is underrated only in your mind.
Hey, man. Well, if he comes to me at 11, I'll take him.
Will you really? Because you were hating on him a few podcasts ago.
Well, I mean, at 11. Maybe at 14, I'd take him.
14? All right. I got you.
Sure.
So it looks like we're still waiting on the mock draft, right? We're
about 5 minutes out. Realistically, we're looking at maybe 10, given how these tend to work.
That's true.
Super stoked. I mean, we're both in 10-man leagues. I have 3 drafts this weekend, and I think you also have 3 drafts this weekend. 2 of which we're both kind of in. One we're both vested in, and that's another true. One that's that we compete in, and I tend to basically auto draft and forget about because those people are on a different caliber than I am. Definitely on a different caliber.
You mean a lower caliber, right?
It depends on what kind of clip you're loading up, but
depends on what kind of clip you're loading up. Okay, Mr. NRA. Okay,
I've been drinking a lot of bourbon.
So, a little Kentucky flavor in your mouth.
It's coming out. You hear that rasp? I've been working on it.
Oh man, we should have a whole podcast talking like this, huh?
We'd be annoyed in like 5 minutes, man.
And it's probably some kind of racist. I haven't figured out which kind.
I don't think it's racist. I mean, we're both American, right?
American's not a race, though.
Well, it's a hodgepodge.
It's a hodge. Okay, hey, Don, spell hodgepodge.
I'm assuming it's HODGEPO something.
Yeah, actually, I think you might be right. Yeah. You might be right. Wow. It's one of those words that, like, I always like saying, but I never actually thought of spelling it out. But you nailed it, my friend.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, those silent G's, they get to you. They get to you.
What did Lil Wayne say? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Remember that bar?
Did he say that, really?
He did.
That's fantastic. I want some lasagna now.
I know, right? I know. But you know what's interesting? The way we say lasagna, we say it like the N has a little squiggly mark on top. Like, in Spanish, some of those words like quinceañera.
Yeah, where it rolls. It rolls a bit.
Yeah. But this N, I think lasagna is Italian, right?
It is.
Should it be lasagna or like lasagna? Like, why would you pronounce
I'm going to call it that from now. I'm going to call it the LA Sag.
The LA Sag.
LA Sagna.
LA Sagna?
Nah. You want a slice of this LA Sag? Nah.
Hey, I think we know what the 2021 Boomso menu is.
Yo, special item. Hard to get because I'm always denying it at the end. Nah. And he'll bring back. Well, should I? No. Nah.
Have you made lasagna before?
Man. I made it both ways. Or when I last made it, there's different ways, right? There's a more traditional way where you cook the pasta first, and then you layer it up with the noodles being kind of cooked already and soft. And there's other ways.
I do it the other way, where you just like bake the whole thing together.
Yeah. So I mean, it all depends on, I guess, the pasta type. I tried making it with making my own dough, but my dough fucking expanded too much. So it kind of became like a layered pizza. It was tough.
Thick, extra thick.
It was a tough eat, man. Tough eat.
Oh man.
It was still good. Can't complain. That ricotta, so good.
Oh, ricotta cheese is so good, right? Man.
I can't think of many dishes that use ricotta outside of lasagna.
Well, it's pretty much in the Italian sphere, right? You have to
It
think of like the
is.
manicotti pasta.
Ah, stuffed shells, or not shells, but like quenelles.
Yeah, that too though. Yeah, yeah. I mean the rolls as well as the shells. A lot of the stuffing is using ricotta, but
nah, that's
you're
right.
right.
That's right.
It'd be interesting if you could actually repurpose ricotta, like find a new purpose for it.
Sure.
Okay, so it looks like since it's my first time looking at the draft lobby, new for 2021, there's a dark mode, which is great. Dark mode's always appreciated for aging
Hey, by the
guys.
way, did you see the pictures of James Harden?
Pictures of James Harden.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What pictures?
It looks like James Harden gained a lot of weight this offseason.
Oh no way! Let me take a look.
Yeah, take a quick look. There's a couple jokes that were made where they're like, "Hey, it's like he ordered Uber Eats all the time during quarantine, because he's looking very fit."
So like, I look at the top stories, and the first one, of course, photo of James Harden is going viral tonight, and then second one, James Harden shows up for first preseason Rockets match looking out of shape.
Well, and
let's take a look.
To be fair, everyone's pretty much out of shape if you're a superstar, because especially during the shortened season or off season, you have time to get back into shape.
Oh my god, dude, you know what the funniest thing is? You
What's up?
probably saw this already.
Yeah.
So I looked at the Hoops Central post for the picture, and the number one thing that was trending, like in the bottom, it said Rick Ross. So like...
Oh yeah, because he let his beard get a little gnarly too. That's why.
All he needs is the shades and some
and
girl in the back. The girl in the back going Maybach music. But no, he's fine. He's fine.
He'll be fine.
To be honest with you, and even in past seasons, I've noticed Harden kind of has a little bit more junk in the trunk at times.
Yeah, but then by playoffs, he's looking
he's fine.
A well-oiled machine.
I think so. But also, I wonder if this is kind of him giving the whole "fu" to the Rockets.
It could be. It could be stress. Also, it could be a multitude of things. I think it's because it's just been a shortened off season where, this is their first 2 months off. Usually they have 4, maybe 5. Sure. So he's probably used to loading up, and then because the season has a earlier start date than what he probably anticipated, he's like, well, fuck it. Like, it could wait. I'm going to celebrate the holidays the way I want to, given all the shit that's revolving. And he's going about his way, the James Harden way, which is what the Houston Rockets tend to do.
And the Rockets have been pretty much catering towards him for the past few years, and that's not going to change as long as he's there.
Yeah.
Interesting, though. He is the number 1 overall rated player in fantasy. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get you... I mean, aside from Luka, who else is going to get you your triple-dub?
Wow. Luka went first in our mock draft. That is insane.
Yeah. Well, he's in shape. He's young. He's well, let's see. Who went next? Oh, Luka, Harden, Davis. Okay.
AD.
Oh, that's Steph? 4. Really?
Oh, so I could get Giannis 5? Wow. No way. 6. Towns 5th? What the fuck? Karl Anthony Towns?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Over Giannis? You'd get Towns over Giannis?
Interesting. Right?
Oh my god. What the fuck is this draft, man?
Oh man, I wish we could pause it, man. I wish Joker, cool, Trey.
Trae Young 9? Dude, you get Trey over LeBron James?
Oh my god. I know I'm getting one of the two I want anyways. I'm getting LBJ or Kevin Durant.
I know you are. I think we're targeting the same people.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking one of them. You're not getting both. Oh, well, you're getting neither of them.
You asshole.
What do you mean? That was the right pick, and you know it.
No, I know. Now I'm like fucking figuring out what to do. I don't want Tatum first round. Are you kidding me?
Spread your timing on this pick so we could talk. They could get a little mind. I should have waited. That's my bad.
Oh man, I'm panicking. I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna go with. I don't like this pick. I really don't like this pick, and I think it's too early for Devin Booker, to be quite frank.
Well, Kawhi, by the way, they're implementing something where if it's on nationally televised games, you can't rest
Then
them
he'll
anymore.
play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, they're
Yeah.
gonna face a fine. So that might help this year.
Dude, 30 seconds passes by so fucking quickly. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Who are you gonna take?
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler.
See, now at this point, is it wise to pull for Westbrook?
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, here, because I don't know, right? I don't have a good feel for the draft. I would say you can get tremendous value in Embiid.
Embiid has the same thing as Leonard, though.
Westbrook as well. I like Westbrook, Embiid, even Simmons in this situation.
Oh well, that auto drafted. I was gonna go with Embiid, but all right.
But you know what though?
Sure.
I think Booker compliments Durant well. I like that.
Sure, you're gonna get high percentages. You're gonna get
not high percentages. No. You're gonna get threes. You're gonna get points. You're gonna get free throw percentage. Not field goal though, because I think Booker's more of a volume guy. Although
he's gonna be more of a catch and shoot guy now. With Chris Paul.
Sorry, what's that?
He's going to be more of a catch and shoot. So
he'll have better opportunities, you're right. And I think with KD, he's historically been a good field goal percentage guy for a volume shooter. So
what do you think of taking Shy? SGA.
17th round? To be honest, I think he's one of those big gamble picks, right? Like, because there's nobody else on the team, he's the de facto star. And he'll be really good. He'll probably put up early round numbers, but do I feel good picking him over the likes of like a Westbrook, over the likes of
Simmons,
Ben Simmons? No.
I'd probably pick John Moran over SGA at this point.
It depends on which way you go. I feel like Ja may be a better assist guy.
Yep.
But SGA may get you more steals and maybe more rebounds too. So I can see that. Wow. So Westbrook goes pretty late here. Interesting.
Yeah, which is surprising to me, but because you know how I love Westbrook, man. When it comes to fantasy, he's been on pretty much every team I could get him on. Because he brings.
And the fact of the matter is, yeah, you're absolutely right. Triple double threat every night. But the fact of the matter is, he's going to be better in Washington than he was in Houston. I don't think people realize that.
Well, he's going to be basically back to OKC standards that we held him to, I think.
Maybe not all the way back to that level, because that was MVP Westbrook. That was MVP,
sure.
Right? I think.
Well, now he has a chip on his shoulder, and you know Westbrook, man. He doesn't like having a chip on his shoulder. He always has a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, but now he's got it on both. It's deeper now. Now it means something.
Deeper. He can't even get up now. Right? He's like stuck. Yeah, he's like stuck on the bench.
He's in the East, so even though there's been some balancing going on between the Western and Eastern Conference, though still heavily on the West, it got a little bit easier for him, I would say.
No, I feel you. I think the way that I look at it, who is the dominant star playing next to Westbrook? Before it was Harden. And Harden, as you know, he always gets all the stats, right? Points, rebounds, assists. Yeah. Westbrook was doing okay. He wasn't bad. But definitely a big drop-off from the year before because you're playing next to the usage monster in Harden. Now, with Harden gone and only Bradley Beal remaining in Washington, Bradley Beal, to me, is not a pass-first guy. He's more of a catch-and-shoot guy that's been given more ball-handling responsibilities simply by default because John Wall's not there. Huh? Oh, dude, speaking of which, John Wall, when do we draft him?
I don't trust it yet.
Oh, you don't trust him, huh?
Personally.
His health?
Personally, yeah. Maybe on the fourth pick, but not for my fourth pick.
So I immediately don't like my draft because there's an injury symbol next to Jimmy Butler.
That's just for now. He'll be fine.
Okay.
It's just because his last game he was hurt, remember? Or he was nursing that injury towards the end of the championship series.
Oh, they're just keeping him out of the preseason, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Right. So D'Lo is also out, but that fucker was playing during preseason.
Ah, interesting. Well, I wouldn't draft D'Angelo Russell in any case. So that's fine. Dude, I'm surprised. There's a lot of good players left on the board. Is it just me? Like, it feels like there's a lot of...
It's a transition in the league. The new generation's starting to flourish.
I guess you're right. I got to catch up to this. Okay, so now you're coming up soon, man.
Yeah.
I think to complement Booker and KD,
Simmons, right there.
No, I wouldn't go Simmons for you because you want to keep your percentages up, right? Your field goal percentage, yeah, it'll be up with Simmons, but your free throw will tank. So you could go for somebody like an Ingram. Ingram might be actually a really interesting play here if you like him, or you can go for Chris Middleton that complements those guys well.
Why
He's
wouldn't you go
power
with
forward.
Levine?
I don't trust Levine. He's a scoring guy for sure, but I don't think he gives you much else. Ingram is decent. Ingram's a decent pick. Okay, so for me now, because I'm going for more of a hustle team with Kawhi Leonard and Butler, I think a Simmons is great for me. And I kind of finessed you out of picking Simmons, didn't I? And
No, well, no,
now
I'm doing this for the fucking pod, man. I'm like listening to you.
I know you're listening to me. I know. Hey, Drew Holiday on Milwaukee. That might be interesting, but I feel like his overall potential is capped now.
Yeah.
Darren Fox, Chris
Why are
Paul.
you passing on Levine so early?
Because like I said, I think Levine is a bit of a one-dimensional player.
Got it.
He's just offense. He's great, but it's like my team right now. If you look at my team, I chose Simmons, Leonard, Paul, and Butler.
Got it.
So I'm going for like more steals, assists, maybe high field goal percentage,
Okay.
that kind of a thing.
Okay.
And maybe low turnovers too, like lower turnovers. With Levine, it's like, you're going to get your 20 plus points per game and maybe 3 threes per game too. But what else? What else are you going to get?
Got it. What do you think of that pick of Middleton, by the way?
Oh, did you get Middleton?
I got Middleton because I was running out of time.
Okay, let me go back to your team actually.
Booker, Durant, Ingram.
Booker, Durant, Ingram. I like it. So Middleton, he complements your guys well with the threes and the steals. But keep in mind that with Drew Holiday in the mix, Middleton is not going to be as productive.
He'll be more of a yeah. So, I think he's more of a threat, if anything.
So actually, in hindsight now, I don't like this pick. I think
who would you pick? Drew instead?
I would pick Drew over Middleton, yeah. But who else can you pick? I think that's an interesting question. I think, in this case, there's a lot of value to be had. I could even reach for some guys. Like I'm looking at a John Wall. I'm looking at Kristaps Porzingis.
Wait,
I don't
John
know when
Wall
he's coming back. John Wall is
what number is
pretty. So, by the way, a little secret. I like to sort by ADP because that's a true value. I don't go by the X rank or the rank. So when you sort by ADP, John Wall's about 61. So he's coming up. He's coming up, yeah. But going back to what you're saying, I would have went Zach LaVine over Middleton, to be quite honest with you.
Okay. Well, everyone's passing on him, so it might come my way.
Maybe you might get him in return. No, not anymore. That's okay. I think, depending on what you're going for, I think there's a lot of value to be had in point scorers, like high point guys.
So Michael Porter Jr.
No, I'm talking about like a DeRozan. I think DeRozan's a solid 20 PPG. I'm talking about a CJ McCollum. He's a solid 20 PPG.
Like Hayward.
No,
Hayward's actually hurt, by the way, right now.
I heard he fractured his finger or something. Yeah. I wouldn't go for him. I wouldn't go for Hayward, mostly because I don't trust the Charlotte Hornets. I feel like the team has kind of wonky rotations, and sometimes the people who do really well aren't the people who you expect.
So then, are you saying then maybe a Brogdon then?
Yeah, actually, a Brogdon, he did really well when he was healthy last year in Indiana. And I don't know, is Oladipo still there? Oladipo's there, right?
still there, and he's playing. Yeah.
Okay, and TJ Warren's still there. So I think Brogdon's great if you need assists, to be honest with you. He's a great buy here, good value pick.
And Aaron Gordon down the line.
I also got to look at stashes here, man. Like Kristaps Porzingis, he's injured right now, but I don't know what the length of his injury is. Oh shit, he's running on treadmill.
That's gonna be maybe a February return.
Okay, never mind. So definitely don't get it there. Hey, your boy Miles Turner, who didn't do a whole lot for us last year. I think I'll avoid him. I learned my lesson. Oh, dude, when did Robert Covington go to Portland, by the way? When did that happen?
I had no idea that happened.
Yeah, like what the fuck? So the Rockets just traded everybody? Like what's going on?
Maybe just to clear up space. No.
Oh, dude, they're blowing up the team. I think they're totally blowing up the team here.
Well, they have to.
I mean,
they're trying to. I'm assuming what they're going to do is do a little mid-season trade with Harden just to get the most value once he shows MVP caliber play.
really?
But we'll see. It's a whole new front office, so time will tell. Oh shit! All right, who am I looking at here? Yeah, Brogdon's going to be open for me, which is solid.
Brogdon, you got who else you got over here? You got
Brogdon.
DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray, man.
He's been coming up slowly, but in the San Antonio way, you know.
In the San Antonio way. Well, hey, your boy Steven Adams not too far away. Maybe a couple rounds later.
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Not right now. Yeah, Brogdon. That's quite a stretch though, given the rank system though. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I know the rank is wow, Hayward, really? I don't know why people are drafting Hayward so early. Never made sense to me. I mean, he was doing better last year, granted, but I just don't trust him. Jonas is good value here if you need a big.
Which I do
round
need.
5, round 6. Hey, where's Capella? Oh, Capella's a Hawk now, huh? Probable Thursday. Okay, you got Brogdon, perfect. So I should go for a big, but I kind of want to go for.
Let's see what your team is. Your team is... Oh, that's just my team.
Kevin Love.
How do I look at your team? Oh, click on it. There we go.
You know, I think Capella might be a good value pick here, to be honest with you. And then I can get one more guy. Draymond Green.
Always solid.
No, I
always
learned my
solid.
lesson last year. He's too dependent on the stars, man. It's tough.
I'm surprised you're passing on somebody.
No, I know. Yeah. What is it? 6th round? Fine.
That was no analysis needed. That's just your guy.
My guy. That's my guy. To be honest, I think that's a fair place.
Really quick, at this point, John Wall. That's a steal.
Honestly, dude, I think that's a fucking steal for like 6th round.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
It's a little. Though? I mean, he's still he's playing. He's playing. He's still a little rusty, I would say, but you know, even while being rusty, he's still hanging with them, with everybody. It'll be interesting because I don't like people that play with Harden when it comes to fantasy. I think it's given how Harden has the ball for at least 12 of the 24. If we ever hit the 24, it's hard. That's why I like drafting Capella, because he would be the garbage man and he would pick up boards. That's why he landed that massive contract, because Harden basically fed him stats whenever he wasn't getting them himself.
No, you're a good point. I think whenever you Cousins, holy shit, DeMarcus Cousins. Now
he's a little. Oh, they got him. Oh, he's in Houston.
So I know, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably thinking these guys are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. That's partly true. I haven't been keeping up with RotoWorld or any of the usual sources for the NBA for months now. I haven't checked since probably, I don't know when, man. Since like the playoffs. Yeah. So
I'm gonna say even before that. Before that.
Probably before then, right? Yeah.
If anything, you were just on it to see upcoming trades, to see what could be. But if anything, it was just at face value.
I think so. And to be honest with you, I hope I can keep that up. I don't want to like check RotoWorld that often anymore.
Sure.
I ideally, you know what, the best case scenario for all of our drafts, if we draft so fucking well that we just coast. We coast into the playoffs. Maybe every now and then.
That's what Luka did for us a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It was one of those. Hey, who do you want? Why? I don't know. It looks good. Transaction trend is high.
That's my analysis. You know, that's my what is that those stock websites?
Yeah. That's your like
Moody.com or fucking Zach's.
Yeah, it's like the stat.
No, this is another one.
The stat you trust.
The Motley Fool. The Motley Fool. Transaction trend is my Motley Fool.
Ooh, so, I like Randall at this point.
Oh, Randall, dude, he's gonna put like 20 and 9
Oh,
for sure.
oh wait, yeah, he just dropped. Yeah, all right. So Randall is what I'm gonna aim for because I have 0 bigs, and I might go for Adams too.
Yo, they got Blake Griffin too.
Blake, I fear. He's getting older, man. He's getting older, and his style is not, or rather, his age is not conducive to the success of his play style. So
Well said. Well said.
It's
No,
hard.
I'm with that. Aaron Gordon, though, I would look at him too.
I have 0 centers.
Oh shit! Then yeah, Steven Adams, your boy.
Yeah, that's what I was
Aquaman.
saying, man. Steven Adams, and
Yeah,
I'll probably
man.
pick up Julius Randle too.
You'll get both of them.
Yeah, just to like solidify that starting set.
Hey, dude, do you just realize Aquaman's gonna be doing pick and roll with Lonzo Ball? How sick is that? Sick is that, man?
I just can't wait for like Zion to dunk on someone, them getting mad, and then just Steven Adams just pulling the kids away. Like, come on. Guys.
Yeah, it's like, come on, mate. Come on, mate. Oh, no. Don't need to fight me.
Come on. Let's go down to Bourbon Street. We'll be fine. Guys. You're 21 yet? You 21 yet?
Talk of bourbon. Are they? Is Zion 21 yet?
I think he's 20.
Maybe. Oh man, young guy. Oh, Draymond Green went off the board. Interesting.
Ah, fuck! There goes Randall.
Well, now you got to get Adams and Wendell Carter Jr. Maybe.
Well, I'm going.
Oh, they got Trez. You can get Trez from the Lakers.
Nah,
not a fan, huh?
Well, I mean, I'm a fan, but I mean, I don't know if he's going to have starter value. Because
that's a good
big
point.
man wise, we have AD, the best big man in the league.
Sure.
So it's quite difficult to put fantasy value on Harrell. But we are in what, round 7 now?
Round 7 now.
So maybe in round 8.
Okay, I feel you. So now I should get big men for sure.
Nah, man, dude. Hey, just go with the Bledsoe. I hear he's solid. And your boy Hero.
Dude, Gallinari's in Atlanta. When did that happen? Oh, probably part of the Steven Ad. No, I don't even know. I shouldn't even guess.
I'll get your boy Blake. Don't you have a jersey of his?
Oh fuck. Actually, do I want that? Yeah, actually, you know what? I will.
Yeah.
I think Blake. What is it, like 7th round? Is a decent value pick.
Sure.
Because he'll give me points and rebounds.
Sure.
Maybe sometimes. Now the question is, do I go for the Lonzo Ball handcuff and Eric Bledsoe, or do I go for somebody else?
You're basically hedging yourself there at that point.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my guy.
All right, I'm gonna make a pick. I want to know if you're gonna agree with it. All right. I picked Horford over Wendell Carter Jr. My take is Horford shoots at a high percentage, and he's playing at OKC now. OKC doesn't have much to work with, and I assume Horford's going to have true center value, even with his finesse style of play. What do you think?
So I am trying to think, who are the rookies that are like behind Horford or
you have
playing the
SGA.
same-
Let me do a quick check.
Yeah, but SGA is the star of the team. I mean, I think that's fair, but I'm trying to figure out like who else is there in OKC that could
you got George
Horford
Hill.
trouble.
George Hill's there now.
Yeah. Talk about bigs though. Bigs. Who are
You
the
got
bigs?
Mike Muscala.
Okay, whatever.
You got at power forward Darius Bazley.
Oh wow. Okay.
TJ Leaf.
Okay.
Aleksej Pujevsky.
Okay.
See, you see what I mean? It's very, very thin in OKC. So I think fantasy production value, maybe his percentages will drop a bit, but he's never been one to just throw up anything.
You know, I think OKC will utilize Horford more than he was used last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, easily.
Who are you comparing him to? Like, you
Wendell
were
Carter.
choosing between him and Michael Carter Jr.
Wendell
Sorry,
Carter.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Yes, yes.
Uh, Wendell Carter is very injury prone for me.
Well, and Horford's getting up there in age, and given the amount of time he's probably going to have to spend on the on the hard court, that's also a possible issue.
Yeah, I worry that OKC may be tanking later on in the season, and so you kind of have to weigh that in your decision.
Do they have to? I mean, they have picks for fucking days. But, I mean, they may be just tanking, just given their team makeup. Sadly.
Well, tanking, I don't necessarily mean that they're trying to lose, really. It's more like,
oh,
by the end of the year...
Sorry. Serge is still there.
Serge is a Clipper now, right?
Mm-hmm. Serge is there. Conley's still there. Jeremiah Grant is still available.
Dude, Conley is, like, so underappreciated.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Oh, by the way, it looks like the first rookie available here in the ADP is... Oh, actually, I took LaMelo already. Never mind. I took LaMelo.
I didn't even notice you take them. Damn you.
Yeah. It looks funny because I got 2 L balls.
They just say L balls. You got 2 left balls, man.
I got 2 left balls, man. Still looking for that right one. If anybody wants to trade, let me know. Okay, who else we got? Dude, Gallinari is a great value pick here. Absolutely fantastic value pick. I would say... Oh, wait, Ricky Rubio's back in Minnesota? When did that happen? What the hell? Wow.
It happened, like, in the middle of free agency. They made a big spiel about it because he's like, I'm coming back.
Oh, okay. Well, good for him, I guess. Wait, so who's there? Is Jeff Teague still there?
In
Minnesota?
Let me see.
Like that's how bad I am. I just don't know who's the top dog over there.
Minnesota.
Jeremiah Grant is in Detroit. Oh man, that's interesting.
That's why they said it was a big loss to Denver that they gave him.
Yeah,
they didn't re-sign him.
Oh, dude, Karis LeVert, but with KD and Kyrie, may not get much PT. Ooh, Dennis Schroeder. Dude, Schroeder is a good fantasy play this year. I really think so.
Oh shit! Someone picked Wiseman. Okay.
Oh, okay. You were trying to go for him, huh?
My bad. I see the potential in him.
I think it's difficult, right? I think
he's the most NBA ready, or one of the most NBA ready players.
Who's the other one that we haven't talked about? Anthony Edwards? Is that his name?
Edwards, yeah.
I didn't even see his name.
I haven't heard anything about him.
I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. He's a little bit lower. He's at Minnesota. He's at 129
so
ADP.
Rubio.
Obi Toppin is higher than him, which is crazy to me. Oh, my turn. I'm leaning towards Jeremiah Grant or Jeremy Grant. What do you think of that? Or Serge?
I kind of like Serge better because I feel like, Trez is gone. Somebody has to fill in those shoes, right?
Yep.
And Ibaka is a bit more versatile, I think.
And he shoots a 3 pretty well.
And he shoots a 3, yeah. So he can be used in different ways. So I like Serge there. Now me, fuck. Okay, so I could use a center or a forward, but all I want to do is draft guards.
that's what's new.
Well, yeah, what's new is right. That's true. I think Rashawn Holmes might be. Oh, I don't like this pick, but I'm gonna go for it. And then I guess I gotta go for a power forward or another center. Dwight Howard's in Philadelphia. When did that happen?
Jesus. Yeah, he got more money, or I don't think he got more money. It's just...
Oh, hey, you can actually draft LiAngelo Ball. I didn't even realize that. I might do that later on. I might just have the entire Ball family. Oh shit. Jared Allen, I guess. It's all right. I don't like that pick either. I don't like any of these picks.
I think we're at the end of it, so these people typically
auto pick, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll run through this part quickly, but here's my gripe about this.
By the way, I'm picking Seth Curry at this point.
Seth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Wait, Seth is in Philly?
Yep. So Philly's making a move to try to keep it going, but there's talks of Harden landing at Philly, but Simmons would have to go.
I think that's actually a great move. I think if Harden joins Embiid, and all those boys over there,
Yeah,
I think they
it'd
could
be
make it to
scary.
the finals.
It'd be
Yeah,
scary.
yeah, it'd be really scary. And Simmons in Houston is pretty much just a recipe for missing the playoffs, in my opinion. He doesn't have much help. He's the only star there. Actually, sorry, he has John Wall, but neither Wall nor Simmons are 3-point shooters,
Which
and
is
so
yeah. No, it would just well, given that the front office is gone, it would work out in their favor to really just blow up
tank. Yeah.
and still have something worth trade value.
That's a good point.
Because if you could get Philly to also throw in, a couple garbage time players or maybe a couple picks years from now, it may work out in their favor.
By the way, can you remind me gently not to draft LaMelo Ball? Because I think he's very overrated in this fantasy. I realize I got him. When did I even get him?
No,
I got him
LaMelo is also a coin toss because look, he has no one there. You have Rozier, Hayward's out. Who else do you have?
Oh, Rozier's still there. Oh my God, Rozier's there, and the Devonte Graham point guard is there. LaMelo's not going to be able to do much. He's going to be a bum.
Just letting you know.
No, yeah. No, trust me. This was important. I'm glad we talked about this. I'm not going to get him.
Hey, but your boy Carmelo's available.
Maybe one Melo is good enough for me. One Melo is good enough for me.
I'll make sure to add him on mine.
Maybe as a last round, you can go for it.
I like Obi Toppin, by the way. Obi Toppin's went with New York's first pick. I think it was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, but he plays what, forward, right?
He does.
Look at Randall.
He'll play right next to Randall because Randall's a bigger version of him, or rather, a thicker version of him.
And Randall's gonna eat up the stats, man. So I don't want to go for Toppin. Not this year.
What about Rose? How do you feel about Rose this year?
I like Rose. I like Rose in general, but do I like him this year? He's expected to come off the bench, according to this post here.
Oh shit, you're right. D'Angelo's up there, and he has a fucking high ADP.
Because people are overhyped about the ball.
Low brothers. ADP.
Right? I would say. Wait, who is Hayes? Somebody named Hayes.
Jackson Hayes. New Orleans.
No. Killian Hayes. Dude, sleeper pick. Killian Hayes is a starting point guard for Detroit.
No, dude. You know who the real pick is right here? Joe Harris.
Oh, Big Dick Joe.
Bro, he's gonna get you threes every night.
Like guaranteed. 5 threes a night, probably. Yeah, with KD.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna have that corner spot open all the fucking time.
He's gonna be new Klay Thompson right here.
Well, I wouldn't say new. I mean Klay. I mean, I don't see Joe Harris blowing out his knee and ankle. So.
Oh wow, too soon. Bro.
Oh no,
too
what?
soon. Come on.
Much love to Klay. Like, hey, that sucks though. I really wanted to see Klay and Steph back at it.
Me too.
It's unfortunate. He was a player that I actually enjoyed watching.
I enjoyed rooting against him. He was one of those villains to me because I knew that every time he touched the ball, it's just buckets.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
And that's why it's such a pure shot. It was, it's, I don't know. To me, that's the perfect shot. One of the best, if not the best shooter to ever play the game. Pure shooter. It's good.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so I think these are all garbage picks. I'm thinking of reaching for that Anthony Edwards guy just to see if anything comes of him.
Yeah, I read his blurb, and it's not very flattering. It basically says that there's D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Josh Okogie, and it seems like D'Angelo Russell's still the top dog there for the guard position. And so I think Edwards is not going to have a good season.
I think I know who to get.
I think, honestly, the steal here, not really steal, but a good value pick would be the point guard for Detroit, Killian Hayes. I think he's starting for sure. And as long as he does decently, I think he'll be starting for the rest of the year.
Nah, man, so, you're messing up. You're messing up, dude. This is the real pick right here.
You go for... Oh, God. Oh, actually, yeah, because, who the fuck is there? There's nobody
exactly, there. Dude. That's the one.
Oh, man. Who do I get now?
You got 2,
Big Dick Joe? Do I go for Joe Harris? I don't think Joe Harris is going to be that great, to be perfectly honest. But, I'm going to go with this Killian Hayes guy. He looks interesting. So now for the second one. Oh, this is really where the men are separated from the boys.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. Wow, Danny Green's in Philly? They're really going for it. My goodness. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I don't know. I haven't looked at all the sleepers. Damn it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna draft another ball.
Hold on. All right. Let me think this through. I think a good
Dig
one
deep,
here.
bro. Dig deep.
I think a good one here is going to be for the hustle stats. The hustle stats is what I'm looking for.
I like it.
I wanted to go with Big Jick Joe, but there's something about Patrick Beverley where I think it's even the same thing for fantasy. You hate him when he's not on your team, but you love him when he is. He'll get you your steals.
Say that's true for fantasy. No, I think Beverly hasn't been great in years.
He hasn't. I just wanted a talking point, man.
Fine. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I think I would have gone with my real reach would have been Obi Toppin.
Why do you keep saying his name? He's not going to be great.
Man. I like saying his name. There's something about it. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be fantastic for New York. And I think he's going to also have some blowout games. I think he's a walking bucket himself. And Joe Harris. Joe Harris, of course, is kind of your everyday man. Pretty much is. And he's guaranteeing you what a father does. He's going to come home and he's going to make sure that you're taken care of in whatever way you need him. But he definitely has a strong suit in his shooting. So with the floor being properly spaced with proper threats this year, I think he's even more of a weapon.
So I think now is a good time to kind of scroll through this list and see who's left, right? So
Kuzma?
I think
Ball. You think he's going to get minutes?
Nah.
What about Dinwiddie then?
I think Dinwiddie is more like an insurance policy to an insurance policy. Like, I think several people have to go down for Dinwiddie to have value this year.
Okay.
Eric Pascal, he's a good handcuff to Draymond Green.
Sure.
But probably not worth it. You can probably pick him up later.
And you also have, what's his name? That's also there. Looney is healthy again.
To be honest, the Warriors are way too messy now with the bigs. Way too messy. I think Rudy Gay is a decent value pick later, but I wouldn't draft him. I feel
more
like
so
he's
than
one of those guys.
Willie Cauley-Stein?
Willie Cauley-Stein on Dallas, huh?
Yeah.
He's a decent value pick here because Porzingis is out. So actually, yeah, I like Cauley-Stein a lot for now. I think for the first few months, he might be decent. Who else we got over here? Matisse Thybulle, if you need like a steal specialist.
Sure.
JJ Redick, if you need a 3 specialist late, he's still going to get minutes, of course. Trying to think. Miles Bridges, just got picked. Yeah, he's solid. So we got Paul Millsap.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a value.
Actually, yes, Don. You know why? Because Jeremiah Grant is gone.
Yep.
So I think
I just thought of that right now. I didn't even see him. That's crazy. Oh, he's on top for the ranking.
Barnes. Oh, dude, Harrison Barnes. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why does it Oh, he's not going to be a key option. Interesting. Huh.
Oh, we got Buddy Hield over there.
Yeah. Gary Harris is not even drafted this year? Wow. I guess
I was going to actually get Harris right now instead of Beverly, but
yeah, it's all good. Kendrick Nunn. Not when everyone's healthy. Joe Ingles. What the hell? Joe Ingles. Oh, he doesn't do enough. Yeah, he's still worth a late flyer. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard with Mike Conley in there. Really digging at the bottom of the barrel here. We got DeAndre Hunter. That's far from certain. Hunter might be a good gamble. I kind of like Hunter there.
I'm going to go with Baines.
Baines. I like it. Oh, he's in Toronto now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess without Ibaka, Baines will play top 20. Yeah, Baines is
a
good.
Solid pick.
I like Baines.
I mean, it's the last pick anyways, so it's one of those.
I mean, dude, I chose LiAngelo 2 picks ago. So
that was more of a you had 30 seconds and when you looked up, you saw 5. So.
Here you go. Last pick, J.R. Smith.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To be honest, half this draft I don't like. Let's see.
All right, so let's go over our picks. I guess. How do we look at those picks? Oh, there we go. Teams.
So let's go to teams and let's look at your team first. So you are Dawn. So you got Brogdon, Booker, Wall for your main guards, and you got Seth Curry down there. So I think you'll be decent in assists thanks to Brogdon and Wall, and a little bit of help from Booker and Durant as well. Ingram too, Middleton too. Actually, you'll be one of the better teams in assists for sure. I think
I'll get threes. Threes I'll get.
Will you get threes?
I'll be able to compete with threes.
Yeah, I think so. I think you'll be decent at threes. Points wise, I think you'll be really good because you got Booker. Wall will get 20. Durant, Ingram, Middleton. See, what worries me is I know why you picked Tucker. I get it. But even with like 50 minutes a game, he's not going to give you like tremendous production. So I think Tucker is kind of on the bottom of the totem pole here for your player rankings.
Okay.
Same goes for Patrick Beverley. Like you picked 2 guys that were probably teammates at a certain point that just don't do enough with great minutes. Aaron Baines, I get it, but I just don't think he'll get enough opportunity there to matter.
Sure.
Seth Curry as well. I think he's not that great of a pick. Horford's a gamble, as is Ibaka, but I like those gambles. Adams, I think he'll be solid. We both agree.
He's always solid. He's not going to be excelling, but he'll be solid.
But yeah, I think the key thing here though is next to Zion, I don't think Adams will give you that many rebounds or that many easy buckets.
I think he will. I think he will. I think Zion.
Okay.
They need to stop him being jumpy, and to have a solid center there that's like, hey, mate, I got this. Just run. You have the downhill badge. You're fine.
What worries me, man, is that I think Adams and Zion are both interior players.
Sure.
And that makes it difficult for whoever the coach is. I don't know if it's Alvin Gentry or somebody else to really justify having them both on the floor for extended periods of time. And I think what comes out of this is you may see more, small ball lineups with like Zion at the 5, or maybe Adams at the 5, which is good for him. So maybe you're
Adams
right.
Has them, right? All right, let's look at your team.
My team is trash. But go ahead. You do your analysis. I want to hear your analysis. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna start off with your stronger picks. LiAngelo Ball, love it. I love the zeros across the board. Actually,
that's what he's gonna average.
Doing that. All right, no, but if we go to the real picks, when did you pick LaMelo?
That's a good question. I can check for you. Draft results.
Because you got Kawhi first, I know that. Then you got Butler, I think.
Yeah.
Was he 3rd or 4th? Or he was in that area. He had to have been.
Okay, I'm checking now. So I got LaMelo 8th round.
Oh, okay. So you got good value out of him, I think.
I don't think I did. So like I said, I think LaMelo shouldn't be drafted until the later rounds. Like maybe after 10. I think that's fair market value for him.
Well, I mean, if you already have a core 7 players that you know you're going to be tanking on field goal percentage, why not gamble on LaMelo?
I don't think I am taking on field goal percentage.
No. I'm saying in theory. I'm not saying for your particular team, but I see what you mean. To gamble him at 8, roll the dice when you know his shot is not complete. It's pretty much a little bit of an adjustment off of Lonzo's shot.
But isn't it better though? It should be better than Lonzo.
Slightly better, but he's still covering his damn face when he's pulling the ball up.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he still does the rainbow, right?
Oh, so true.
Ben Simmons, fantastic. Kawhi, also a gamble, but when he is playing, he gives you a little bit of everything, so you can't complain there. Chris Paul, efficient too. Also efficient, right? Jimmy Buckets. We'll see how he comes out. I'm hoping he has an MVP caliber year, given the fire.
I'll be honest with you. Looking at my numbers here, I don't think I'll win points at all. I just don't have enough scorers.
Well, yeah.
And number two, I think steals and maybe blocks.
You have all
Maybe my strong
arounders.
suits.
You have all arounders. You have two wayers.
Yeah, I mean, look, my good players, Leonard, Butler, Simmons,
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not
Paul.
even looking at past utility because I know you kind of just said fuck it at that point.
Yeah, like Blake Griffin, I think is a good value pick there. Even though I know he's older,
Sure.
he's not going to be
He's not springy.
as as dominant as he once was. I think he's still a good bet for 20 a night. I think that's solid. Um, Jared Allen is more a gamble because if DeAndre Jordan sucks and the coach just doesn't play him, and let's say Allen has better chemistry with
Sure.
KD and Kyrie,
Sure.
then sure, I think Allen may work out and be a middle round pick, not just a 10th round pick like I have him. Killian Hayes is a gamble. He could work out later in the year and be like a decent assist guy, right? So overall, assists I should win. With my team, I think I should really win assists. Chris Paul to me is also a gamble because he will get assists and steals, maybe some threes, but points will be lower. And games played might be a big question mark. Capella's great, rebounding, field goal percentage. I don't know. To be honest with you,
Your
think
team
there's
is like
potential there.
you're above average in most of the fields or most of the categories, but you don't excel in one except for the assists maybe.
Oh, so you know what? Can you switch over? I don't know what you're looking at, but if you look up to the standings tab, like the fourth tab, right?
Outstandings. Okay, I'm looking.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
you can sort. You can sort by different things.
Oh,
so
look at
currently-
that. Oh, wait, it's in order. It's in order.
yeah. So if you click on field goal, I'm actually tied for second highest in the projected field goal percentage.
Hey, why is
Um,
it, why is our teams are the lowest in total? All right. Field goal percentage. Okay.
I'm dead last.
No,
Oh,
field,
it's
field
because
goal percentage.
it's
You're
because of
actually
the rookies, right?
You're up
the
there.
rookies.
You're top two. You're actually tied for first for field goal
I'm
percentage.
tied for first in field goal percentage. I'm tied. I'm pretty much dead to last, like second to last.
Ooh,
in free
I
throw.
got free throws.
I told you would. And you're actually
Threes.
not too bad in field goal. You're kind of in the middle of the pack. It's not too bad.
Sure.
3 points, you're decent. I'm dead last in threes. Dead last, like by a
Sure.
huge margin, which is kind of a common trend for the teams I draft for some reason.
Sure.
Points, you and I aren't doing too well in
No,
points, but
that's
I'm doing
interesting.
really poorly in points.
Sure.
Rebounds, I'm doing just a little bit better than you. We both kind of suck. Assists, I'm not even first in assists. What the fuck? And you're like very close behind me, so that's not very comforting at all.
Steals.
Steals, I'm not even top half in steals. What the hell? That is some bullshit.
Blocks. Oh man, we fucked up.
All right. Note to self: do not draft LiAngelo. Do not draft LaMelo. Do
I
not
mean, but the
draft
thing
J.R.
is,
Smith.
as with
What's
all
that?
things, when we all look at our, I guess, analysis that Yahoo, ESPN, even NBA provides, it's based off of today's data. Who knows what happens over time? I think even last year with our team, for my league, we were pretty much on the bottom of the pack across the board, but we came out top 3.
Yeah, but see, the difference is, it's all about the league that you play in, right? Because we know that there's some people in your league that were playing for the first time.
Hey, you know what? I take those.
Take those. Well, in any case, this has been a very interesting episode
Sure.
of the SoCal DNA podcast. But I feel like we shouldn't close it just yet. Before we close,
Sure.
let's talk about one interesting thing that the fans would actually care about, other than the stupid mock draft that we did.
Sure.
Let's what do you want to talk about? Any topic you want. Could be
Any
current
topic?
events.
Any topic?
Could be NBA. Could be current events. Could be Trumpy Trump, your boy. Could be.
I think what is a good one? Hold on. Let me think here. We could talk about the vaccines, but we've talked about that before. Let me see. Let's talk about age. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, man. So my ass is turning 32. I'm
Jesus.
entering my magic years, so I'm hoping it's going to be a good year. I'm
I
hoping to
like
get
that.
that.
I
Hoping to
like
get
that.
that $1 million so I can get the AIDS just like him. So.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah. Try to get that. I don't know, man. It's interesting because if we were to say the average life expectancy is to 100, that means I'm a third through my life, and I'm trucking along, and it seems to be no end in sight, man. I'm wondering, man. Given your new career right now, or rather new job, same career, how you feeling about that, man? Like, what's next in the plans for you? Because I think I got the house now, and I have my wife. I have our baby baby coming in the next couple years. Human baby coming in the next couple years, hopefully, God willing.
Mm. Yeah, no, I think very similar to you. I'm catching up, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
Oh yeah.
Um, I think one question that another friend brought up that was kind of interesting.
Was it
He
B
asked
rep?
me like, no, it was another buddy of mine. He basically asked me like, how long do you think you'll work for? And I never really thought of that. I never really
Sure.
thought of this question like, oh, when do you really want to retire? Not when you have to retire, but when you
Ah.
want to retire. And
When do you
it,
want to retire?
so that's the thing. Like before, I never really thought of retirement. I thought working will always be a part of life, right? Like it's just something that you do as long as you can. So it's not like I'm counting down the days until
Sure.
retirement.
Sure.
But I guess going back to our age conversation, as we get older in life, I think we kind of understand we have less and less time for things.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
depending on how demanding your job can be, you realize that you know you may have the energy and the bandwidth to do everything you need to do to accomplish your task now, but later on in life with more responsibilities or even less energy, right? Like
Hmm.
maybe less um desire to learn new things.
Sure.
It
Well, for us, I don't think the desire will ever leave. Um,
I hope not. I hope not. um I hope it's something that keeps us young mentally for all of our lives. But going back to the crux of it, I think it's interesting. I think maybe it's one of those things where like you shift what you do later in life, like using the experience you accrued throughout your earlier years, you maybe climb the rank to a position where you don't really do the same things that you were doing that day in and day out with a grueling schedule
sure.
early on in your
And
career.
I guess it's a tough question to answer, but I'll task you with it. It seems like you're stuck in the rat race, my man. Seems like, climbing the corporate ladder seems to be all that's on your mind,
Actually,
right?
that's actually the furthest thing from the truth in my mind, at least. I understand. I understand why you'd ask that. No, don't get me wrong. I understand why you'd
Given
ask
your
that.
explanation.
No, given my explanation, I think it's the way I'm framing it. I think the way I'm framing it made you posit that question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but really, the way I'm looking at it is, I actually like what I do.
Yeah,
It's
as you should. Unlike me, as you should.
oh, don't say that. Don't say that. There are things in your job that you enjoy.
I
There's
enjoy staring
elements
out
that
the window. It's a beautiful day I see every now and then. I
hey,
look
at
at.
least you have a window. Okay.
I don't know how long, dude. They're moving me. It pisses me off, but
Oh,
it is what it is. I'll have a window
where?
somewhere.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I think
They're
it's one
moving
of
me
those
to like
things.
some corner office or whatever.
Hey, hey, corner office.
It's in
Just
the
like
basement though,
slyly
so
the basement corner.
yeah,
Okay, that's a bit
the
of a.
parking lot, dude. It's tough.
Oh
It's
man, yeah.
tough.
I guess corner office is a bit of an umbrella term, rather ambiguous, but that's fine. No, to be honest, I think in each of our jobs, there's always tasks that could be tedious, that could be kind of pedantic in nature. Maybe it's the least fulfilling aspect of our job, but I think at this point, both of us, we enjoy certain factors, we enjoy certain things, and we do find fulfilling in work. But I guess what I'm saying is, later on, if I were to retire, let's say young, like relatively young, let's say in 40s, that would
Whoa.
be wild. That would be absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
You know,
yo, help me out. Like, come on.
I mean,
I think
I,
that's the
I
dream that we all share, to
I don't know if
retire.
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is because
Well,
like
it's not necessarily retire. I guess retire
yeah
from my initial comment of the rat race,
yeah I see what
right?
you mean.
Move
I see
on
what you mean.
to some other type of quote unquote work that is 100% fulfilling in all manners and in all facets. I think that's the goal that
That's impossible.
our,
I think that's impossible.
you know,
I think speaking this way, it's nice. It's fanciful. It's
but
very cool
that's
to think
why
of this way.
that's the dream that our generation, the
Yeah, but
millennial generation,
I think
has.
it's to be honest. By the time I mean, I'm surprised you haven't come to this lesson, this conclusion by age 32. Or actually, you're not 32 yet, so
Not
maybe
yet,
you're still
man. Hey,
learning.
hey,
You're
hey,
still learning.
hey. Still
Um,
living my Reggie Miller days.
okay, I guess you're gonna be doing this, huh? So you're some NBA player that you compare your age to. 33 is this,
Hey,
34 is this,
Miller never
35.
got the ring, so I'm hoping, dude. Hey, my magic year, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna fucking happen.
I hear you. I hear you. I think realistically though, it's a situation where you know you kind of understand what's feasible and what's not feasible, and those that are an example of breaking the mold and doing something that's maybe satisfying them, you kind of realize it takes a lot of effort. Like it's not a situation where just because you quote unquote retire from one rat race, you're home free. You can just relax for the rest of your days. If you still want to put in the time, if you want to put in the hours, your heart and soul into something, I think it could be extremely exhausting. It could be something that's grueling, that may require more effort from you than
Sure.
in the rat race that you were in.
But the enjoyment
So
may offset that.
it can. I think it can. And I think it has to. If you do decide to, let's say, you know, start your own business after you retire from the rat
Mm,
race.
mm,
Um, it takes a lot of know-how, a lot of expertise, a lot of connections to really,
mm.
excuse me, to really get it off the ground and to make it viable. And I think a lot of times it's a passion project for years until you get revenue, until
Till you
you
make
actually
that
break
jump.
even
Till you make that jump, and you make the
to make that
analysis,
jump.
knowing those around you will not suffer at your mistake, even in the worst case scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, it's um, it's something to think about. I think you know all of us have these different aspirations, and you and I especially, maybe you more so than me, Don, you've always been interested in different things. You've always been
Mm-hmm.
um, motivated to explore and to discover and to be an adventurer in your own way,
Sure.
and that has benefited you through life experience, through building the character
Yeah, for better or
of
worse.
Don,
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
better or for worse, right? But I mean, like for all of us, I mean, nobody's perfect. You learn some,
Me
you gain
definitely.
some.
Oh my god, definitely.
And so I guess what I'm getting at is there are times when we think we can be more than what we are today. And that is true. That is definitely true. But we're still doing a lot today.
We're
I
doing a
think,
ton. We're doing a ton. I think you
yeah.
and I are both doing wonderful things. We are contributing to the greater good in our own special ways. And quite frankly, I think we've been working a lot more meaningfully than those of the past generation, given our improvements in technology and just our general expanse of the knowledge base we've attained over the years, um, based off of those before us. But I guess you still haven't answered the question, man. When do you want to retire? I want to retire today if I could. If I could, I would, man. When would you like to retire?
So for me, it's an interesting question because by the way, how much time do we have left for this pod? I
Oh, we
feel
got
like
we got we got days. We got days. Our
we
fans
got this.
love
All
this,
right.
man. See, they love it when the spotlight is
should
on
cut.
the A. They're tired
We
of seeing
should
the
cut out.
slippery D.
But we should cut out the mock draft and just have this for the pod. But no, I'll say this. So the question is especially interesting because my dad recently retired,
Congratulations.
and Thank you. I'll let him know.
Yeah, man.
So he worked until very, very late age. I think
Sure.
past the age that most people retire.
Sure.
And you know, I one thing that I think I admire the most about him is that he was his work ethic is like none other. He never complained. He always would put in the time, and he would always make time for family
Sure.
when he would get home. And he put up with that. He worked the same job for decades.
Sure.
And it's a blessing to be able to continue work that way for that long and all the way until retirement, and retire not because you're forced to, but retire because you want to on your own terms.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at his experience and I think to myself, you know, I'm not really looking forward to a retirement because I think I like to enjoy what I do day to day. And at least for where I'm at now,
Sure.
maybe more so than where I was before, I like what I'm doing and I like the potential of what this can become.
Sure.
So the way I look at it, yes, it could be a lot of work now. It could be a lot of different things going on now. But if things work out and this opportunity grows and this, organization just becomes bigger and bigger, then I can look back and say, you know what, I was part of this. I was really part of this like huge, journey that we all
Sure.
went on.
Sure.
And that's something you can look back on with pride, but also you can continue that as being one of the earlier people. You can continue that and really leave your legacy through your work. And that's not something I think everybody can say or do.
Sure. Sure.
To say that they were around in the beginning brought it up to, this full-blown status.
Sure.
And so in my mind, I think retirement is something that I'll do probably when my body dictates it. I think my mind will always be willing, but if I find at a certain point, just like how Kobe retired when his body was telling him no, I think I'll know when to hang it up.
Got it. So we're aiming for the late 30s, something like that, right?
Maybe 32.
Something
maybe
like that.
I'll pretty much by the time I get to magic numbers, it's done.
I'm just saying. And not to dismiss your opinion of it. I think this is where we differ. Some people can take pride in being a part of something, and being a key piece in the frontier of that development. Others want all the spotlight. They want everything. They want all credibility. They want to be inside the encyclopedia, not just as a index function, but as actual
sure.
Sort of chapter header, if you will.
Sure.
So, and I think that's depending on your school of thought. If you're around our age range, between the Steph Currys and the Magics.
Ooh, well said.
Especially,
I like it. Well said.
You tend to have this instinctive battle that you never thought you would have, especially during our times. Where do you go old school, like the A's father, and deal with all the trials and tribulations with your head held high, knowing that your responsibilities far outweigh any negativity you could foster up? Or do you take the Hollywood approach and risk it all for what many would seem or say is just a lofty dream worth nothing with a 1% chance of success? Time will tell. But either way, as long as I think you would agree with me here, as long as you're committed to a particular path, whether you pave it or by yourself or pave it with others, as long as you stay true and find that true north, I think you'd succeed. And retirement doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think you said it beautifully, as you usually do, Don.
The bourbon, that corn, rye, wheat is so good.
The corn, the rye, and the wheat.
It's so
Well,
good, man. I gotta teach you a little bit about these mash bills. It's good stuff, man. I can't wait for you to become an alcoholic like I am.
and
What?
that'll be the day. That'll be the day. But I guess this podcast was brought to you by rye, corn, and barley or wheat, whatever God
Close
said.
enough. Close. Hey, whatever you
All,
want, man. We'll start our own line, the SoCal DNA bourbon line.
I'd buy it. I'd buy our own.
No shit, we'd have to buy everything.
That's true. It's a lot of overhead too. But in any case, I think this is a conversation we'll definitely explore further in future podcasts and probably check in time to time and see what's going on. And it'll be interesting to hear what other people have to say as well about when they envision retiring. For all of our listeners out there, let us know. When do you want to retire? And do you think you'll be doing the same thing you're doing today when you finally do retire? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this podcast episode on a Wednesday night after many Fridays. And until next time, this is the A signing off.
We'll catch you in the Hodgepodge.